All right, what's on the bench? This was sent into the channel for a review. I thought it looked interesting. It is an Si4732 SSB Radio. So an Si4732 refers to a single chip radio. It's a single IC that receives a whole bunch of bands. And I don't know if I can photograph this easily, but yeah, 64 to 108 megahertz, 153 to 500 kilohertz, 520 kilohertz to 1710. Shortwave, it does 1.73 to 30 megahertz, and single sideband 1.73 to 30 megahertz. So it will do upper and lower sideband. It has a BFO. It will do CW mode. It will do AM mode. And it will do everything. So I must say, right from the get-go, this knob is not factory. So when I received the radio, it just came with this one knob here, okay? Just a single knob. And I found it completely unusable without some type of way to crank it. So I added this. So if you do buy this radio, I recommend you add the crank. I just used a shoulder screw here, and just put a nut underneath, and now I have a nice way of changing the frequency easily, right? So that's been a huge improvement. So definitely do that if you get one of these radios. Now it is battery powered, so it boots up and turns right on. Okay, I don't have an antenna hooked up right now, but it is a pretty nice looking display and very responsive, very nice. It has ham bands, so all the different ham bands are in here. Bacon, I think that means beacon. It's got other bands, so for shortwave, it's got all the bands in there, plus the AM bands, long wave and medium wave. It's got FM radio, regular broadcast radio. Yeah, CB band. Yeah, it takes you right to the CB frequencies. So that's band. You can actually type in a frequency. You can just say, oh, just give me 18 megahertz, and it'll go there. You can set the step, what the wheel does. 5 kilohertz or 1 kilohertz, 9 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz. Okay, fine. Oops, I just did that one. It'll do bandwidth. So this is the audio bandwidth. So if you're in AM, you can put it on 6 kilohertz wide, or 3, whatever you want to do. If you're in CW mode, well, here, I'll just show you that. Let's see here. Let's get out of this. Let's change mode. You can do lower sideband, upper sideband, CW, AM. If you're in CW mode, okay, and you go to bandwidth, you can get down to 500 hertz. So it has a nice selection of filters for that. All right, so let's go back to, let's say AM, make it quiet. Okay. Let's see. Mode is upper, I showed you that. Attenuator. It's got a built-in attenuator. And I found that it's useful if I have a strong AM station. I can kind of just put a bunch of attenuation in and kind of get rid of it. You can turn on the automatic gain control. There's volume and there's mute. Now, when you're doing the wheel, if you click on the wheel, you get to volume. So that's an easier way to get to volume. You click on it again and you go back to frequency. So that's very, very handy. It does come with remote control, which I find kind of useless, but it has up and down and volume up and down. But yeah, if you want a remote, it does have Bluetooth built in, so you can stream music to it, I guess. And it has a Wi-Fi, which I'm not sure what to do with yet, but it does have a Wi-Fi on the back as well. So let's turn this off. On the back, it's got 2 speakers. Unfortunately, they're on the back, so they're kind of pointed away from you. It's got a USB-C connector for charging the battery, power on and off here, as well as the button in the front. You can have headphones, left-right headphones, left-right audio out here. Yeah, that's a cute little radio. So, like I say, put yourself something on it so you can crank it. You'll be much happier. Here on the back, it says it gives you which frequencies it can operate at also. All right. Anyway, I'll show you some. Well, first of all, let's open up the radio. I know everybody wants to see inside, so let's open up the radio. Take a look. All right, I've opened up the radio so we can see inside. You can see the two big speakers here. They look like really nice speakers. Too bad they're pointed out the back, but otherwise they seem to be pretty nice speakers. There's a big battery here. You can see this big giant battery, nice big one. It's kind of glued onto this weird thing here, which I think is an antenna, but I'm not quite sure. It's got like a whole bunch of concentric circles on it, so maybe it's an AM antenna. And you can see the encoder there for the wheel. And there's a ribbon cable here for the display. Yeah. So let's put it under the microscope and I'll show you the parts it's got in it. All right, let's take a look up close to the inside of the radio. This is the master chip. This is the Si4732 and yep, that's all there is to do with the radio. Now it does need to have an antenna hooked to it, and way into there, that's the connector. That gold thing, there's the connector, and then there's some inductors and capacitors and stuff that input the antenna signal, and there's that little chip there right in the center of the screen. That's just a little amplifier. So there is a preamp connected to the antenna, and then everything else is just fed right into this master chip that does everything. Looks like there's some little power conditioning there. Not exactly sure what that chip is. Looks like it's going down over. I don't know what that chip is. Maybe it's non-volatile RAM. I'm not sure. Back down over this way, that is a little, let's see if I can focus on that. That is a little op amp, I believe, that's driving the headphone jack. And then there's this chip here that's driving the speaker. So that's a little stereo 3-watt speaker amplifier. And then there's another chip here. What's it say? Get the glare just right. There we go. MCP 621. And a chip here to do the Bluetooth. So there's the Bluetooth antenna and the Bluetooth chip. And here is the master chip that is probably a microprocessor that also has capability of driving the front panel, the LCD. So it talks directly to the LCD. So I don't know what that chip is. It has no markings at all on it. So comment below if you think you know what that thing is. Then on the other side, we have Wi-Fi. We have a big ESP32 chip here that does the Wi-Fi. And over here, we have a CH340, which is a USB chip. There's a USB connector on the back. So there's USB comes in, Wi-Fi comes in, Bluetooth comes in or out. Yeah. But if you take a look, that's the entire radio. Other than the preamp, that is the entire radio. That's just nutso. Anyway, there you go.
You're above the noise level at least. The noise level lately is a bit around an SA here. But copy is pretty good. It seems like it. KF7SA from W6QFU. W6QFU, kilowatt Foxtrot 7, Foxtrot Alpha, name's Larry here. We're in Reno, Nevada. I think we've talked before. It's been a while. Good old Modesto. Made that trip up down that valley quite a few times on the old 99. But anyway, it's got a great big on the Reno, a Net 9 Plus, and I was down on 48. I made 49, waiting for my brother, but I think he's over in Arizona. He's 92, and
Una mujer muy bella.
Sí.
Y aparte que pues eso demuestra que pues ella se dio mucho a
Holidays are coming, but for foster kids, they can be a bit hard.
Was leading the way and you know, kind of dropping this bomb the way they did with their press conference a few weeks back, that, you know, it was going to be an extended story and one that...
All right. Well, that was my review of the Si4732 SSB Radio. Seems okay. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's not going to replace a $1,000 radio, but it ain't $1,000. So, yeah, link down below if you want to get one.